Yo, 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 everybody, this is Narcoleptic Cheetah, and we're in another episode of Factorio, and today we are going to, we're probably going to redesign our base, which, you know, more time-lapse-y goodness, but good Lord, can I get out of here? So the oil stuff probably needs to be redesigned, but that's not what I'm going to redesign, not today anyway, so, oh my god. Basically, this little bitty bit right here, that's our nuclear power station. That is providing about 800 megawatts worth of power. That little bitty thing. This plus all of this is providing roughly 1.6 gigawatts, or basically 1.6 gigawatts or 1600 megawatts. So twice as much as that little bitty bit. So my thought is 2 more of these and we can knock out all of this. That's insane, right? Like, and it's not like we're hurting for materials. Like, this is all backed up. That's all backed up. This is all backed up. We could easily transport this elsewhere. This was just our first nuclear thing. We could have like maybe over here just replace it and just have nuclear station after nuclear station, and that would, I mean, realistically that would probably get us just, I mean, I don't know, like 10 times the power that we have now. And we could just like knock out, for the beginning of it, just knock out like these and replace them with nuclear things, and then get loads more power, and then, you know, knock out the rest of it. And the reason I want to knock out the rest of it is because solar panels are great for early and mid game. We are pretty late game at this point, and while they're wonderful, and I probably will keep most of the the logistics network of it, the robo ports and such, I don't want all that stuff. All the solar panels and such, it's just, I don't need it, basically. We might have an accumulator bank somewhere, just maybe like all accumulators all the time, and we'll have, you know, maybe we'll store some extra power that way or something. I will say the only bad thing about nuclear is that it always runs. It doesn't like turn itself off if there's no power, and I think that's because all these things need to heat up. But we are like, they only need to be like 500 degrees, and we're sitting at like 780. so we're good on that. But yeah, this is, like I said, pretty much emergency situation, that kind of thing. So I would like to point this out. I've had it running for quite a while. 38 rockets launched. Our belts, wow, I am not in this mode. Our belts are full of white, and we actually ran out of steel, not surprisingly. I ran out of steel between episodes, and I was out of purple, then I was out of gold, and then I was out of the black ones. Basically anything that could possibly use steel ran out of stuff. Plus, a lot of these modules were not upgraded, so I had to upgrade them. Now they're running fine. We're still running a little low on, actually blues are fine. We're running a little low on golds, and looks like blues could use some upgrading. But anyway, before we upgrade all that stuff, we need like sufficient steel production. This is very early game type production, and we just need faster production, and we're going to do that with electric furnaces. Again, going to need more power. We have new arrays for this stuff, although, do we? I can't remember if the red circuits are like the same arrays or not. But like, this is just all very janky. Like, look where the engines are. They should like be over here. Steel realistically should probably be under the iron or something. I mean, if we look at like what we have, it's all over the place, and I just want to rip all that out, and I want to rip all this out, and all that out. I mean, basically rip out the entire bus. We'll start with this area, but eventually I would like to rip out the entire bus, maybe replace it with trains. I mean, how much do we actually need these belts anymore? And then like the trains could just have these stops and be like just for these things. I mean, the possibilities are really, really kind of endless, and I would really like to get into some of that because we have an enormous base. Like, it is, and then like 50% of it's solar panels right now. So we have all this area. We could definitely create a new mall, go mostly trains or all trains. I don't know right now, but it all starts with power and ripping out certain things. So I guess, I mean, really, realistically, we need to rip out these guys, and we need to rip out a couple of these. What we need is a train that goes down here. What is that? That's a belt. It's a belt for, oh, I know what that belt's for. That's belt for all this landfill stuff. But anyway, so we need to rip out a lot of this stuff. And yeah, that's where we're going to go with it. So I think we're going to probably do most of this in a time lapse. Okay, so one thing I wanted to address before I got into the time lapse stuff was that I needed an end goal for this game because, you know, basically we've already beaten the game at this point. So my goal, and it's a lofty goal, is to launch a rocket every second. Which sounds totally ridiculous right now. But if I go for that goal, I think that goal will force us to like expand our resources everywhere. Uranium ore, iron, stone, copper, you know, just everything. And have like kind of this central base where we're just rocking out all the sciences, and we're rocking out all the everything basically, and it'll force us to get really sophisticated. Anyway, I will see you guys in just a bit. Okay guys, so as you can see, I did the ripping out of the power first, and that's just because I figured we might actually need the power first. This set is 18 nuclear reactors all set next to each other, and I don't know if I've gone over this, but when nuclear reactors are next to each other, they get this power bonus. So if you if we hello? Well, it doesn't show it. What do you mean neighbor bonus 0? Oh, it's because it's not fueled at all. Let us go up here. I can show you. So you'll see like this outside one has a neighbor bonus of 200%. That's because it's butted up against this guy and this guy. So I think each one gives you 100% or something like that. I don't know. It's not perfect. Yeah, it looks like each module gives you an extra 100%. 100% basically means you double. 200% actually means you triple. 300% means you quadruple the amount of power or heat that you can produce with this. So these middle ones always get 300%. I suppose if you went out one more, you could probably get 400%, but I don't totally know that that's worth it. Plus, you wouldn't be able to get the materials to it, so that's the issue there. And they have to butt up right up against each other. You can't like stagger them or anything like that, otherwise it doesn't work. So, while this is great, this is 200, 200, 300, 300, 200, 200, right? Or basically 3 times as much, 3 times as much, 4 times, 4 times, 3 and 3. But when we go down here, we have these are 200s and these are 200s, or basically 3 times as much production of heat, but everything in between 300%. So if I did my math right, so okay, so for example, this module up here produces about 800 megawatts of power. That's utterly stupid. Anyway, this module, which is 3 times bigger, should produce 2400, but it actually produces like 2750. So it's quite a bit extra of stuff that we're getting. So once all this gets into production, we will be able to rip out I mean, this one little thing. Okay, this right here is probably the size of maybe, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 or 6. Okay, we'll say 6 total, right? Including, because this is just the power, but including all this stuff. So like maybe 6, because it's from here over to here. 6 total of these things, and produces I don't even know how much more power. So it's the size of this and produces about time and a half of what all of that does. So that is wonderful news for us. Like I said, I'll be able to rip out all of this, and basically what I'm going to do, assuming that this works, because heat does fall off in this, so like this bit right here, this little pipe right here will get less heat than say like this pipe. But I think it's creating so much heat that this should get, all it needs is 500 degrees, and well, I mean right now it's 15 Celsius, but that's because nothing's on. So if it gets 500 degrees or more, we are golden, and that means we can copy this whole thing and just paste it down the line, right? And that means like each one of these will be 2700 or something, because I don't think we'll be able to stack any more than that. But say 2700, that means, oh, I don't know. We'll have, I don't know, 1, that's 1, 2, 4, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So 5 total, that's over 10 gigawatts of power. Which we'll need, don't get me wrong, we will absolutely need that for our mega base. But we won't need all these solar panels. Like I said, I might keep this network in here of roboports. We'll have to go through like we did here and just paste down some wonderful little poles. More likely, I'll just copy this setup and just paste it down so we keep having the power without having to get having to keep all these stations. All right. So the next bit is that we got to get a train down here because that's about the only way we're getting those materials in here. I'm thinking that like this will peel off here, so we'll probably have to move this guy. But like say we'll have something. Where am I? Oh, say we'll have something like right here for the red ones are the bits coming out. What is it? This like expended fuel cells, and then we'll have one coming in, say right there. So this will be output priority left. This one will be put right. And then when the train comes by, it'll empty out of the, oh my gosh, the fuel cells, and then the nuclear fuel cells, and it'll get the empty ones back, and then it'll take off again. So we can't do the full empty thing that we normally do, but we can set up like a circuit condition when, say, fuel cells are equal to 0, take off again, and then when the next one is full cargo, should be full cargo, stop and then come back, because I think I don't think these will take up that much. I don't know. It'll probably be a tiny little train that just takes off. Now the question is, where are we going to put this train? I'm thinking, I need to be careful on the tracks. We'll actually just throw in something actually really similar to this. And we'll just copy something. I don't know. Get a small amount of. Get a small amount of land and then just paste it down. Because, my gosh, our plastic situation, by the way, this makes it look okay, but our plastic weight situation is abysmal. I know I'm getting distracted again. Very, very big surprise. Oh, it's actually not as bad as it used to be when the golds were. Oh, golds are finally backed up. That's why when the golds were not backed up, it was bad. Purples are not backed up. Purples are out because steel is out. Ugh. This is just the cycling nightmare of the sciences. Honestly, I'm going to get power worked out. I'll get this stuff worked out. One of the issues that we have right now is that we don't have enough coal. So once we go to electric furnaces for the steel, and actually the steel is getting that stuff. Once we go to electric furnaces for the copper, we'll actually have way more coal going down on the line. So that's good. We'll do that actually maybe this episode. Alright, I will be back in just a bit. Okay, so last little bit is to test it. So I'm in space view or God view or whatever I've been calling it, and we're going to add some stations. So the fuel loading station, add a weight condition. We're actually going to look for potentially item count. Maybe. What does item count look like? Yeah, cargo. We're going to wait until it's equal to, well, we're going to look at these things, and we want to wait until that is equal to I don't know, 10, like 1,000, I think. 1,000. Let's hit set and double check that. Come on now. Oh, I can't. Nope, 1,500. Okay. Alright, so actually we're gonna wait until it's greater than or equal to 1,500. Set. And then we're going to add a station, the unloading, and we're gonna wait until basically same kind of thing. We're gonna wait until the cargo is this is equal to 0, and then it's gonna come back, I think. Yeah, we're gonna try it that way anyway. So okay, so it's got its 2 conditions, and we're hit automatic, and we're gonna follow it from map view, and it's going. Okay, we're gonna get zoom way out. Man, it has so far to travel. You know, I actually don't know if it has enough fuel for that. I think it does. It has so far to go. We're probably gonna want to put some of the rocket fuel, uranium, nuclear fuel, whatever it is in there, just to make it go faster. Okay, here we go. Ah! It passed it. No. What? Unloading. Oh, crap. Is he gonna stop? No. We're supposed to wait till it was 0. Oh my god, it's gonna blaze through it again. Nope. But it slowed down that time. Okay, come. Okay, we're with it. Wait until that's equal to 0. Okay. Crap. Wait until that is less than 1. Set. I know that's the same thing, but I want to make sure. Oh gosh. Oh, it actually stopped this time. Okay, wait till it's less than 1. So then it's gonna throw all of these onto the line. Actually, it's got a little buffer chest here. Didn't think about that. What I might do, at least for the future, is do something like this, and then and there we go. That way it can just dump it all as quickly as possible. Okay, so now, oh my god, all of these are going. Alright, so these should be heating up. 28, 29. How are these going? 200. I think they start glowing once they hit the right temperature. So, all these getting their things? I think so, because this is starting to loop. Cool. And it's off. Sweet. Okay. And then they'll discard their empty fuel cells onto here. And realistically, it shouldn't back up that much. But as this unloads, these will load. And it should be a pretty good system to get back and forth. Alright. Wow, they're already locked up. Okay. Well, that's not going to take very much to get going. Alright. I'm going to actually wait for a little bit. And I'll be back in a bit. Actually, no, wait. I'm going to wait for a little bit. I'm going to end the episode here. If you guys liked it, please leave a like on it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.